Uke and Tubesox, just chatting away on what were we saying. Hey, hey, hey. Two hep cats with nothing to say. It's a groovy good time, so listen away. What were we saying?
What were we saying? Was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
So seriously, never again in my life have I seen a woman vacuum with a cigarette in her nostril.
It just seems like an aggressive way to vacuum.
I'm really dedicated to that nicotine intake.
If you're ashing, you're ashing. At least you're vacuuming it up. Tonight, the mailbag returns, unfiltered and mildly concerning.
We've got the third installment of
Say what now? Tubesox reviews the movie Captain Phillips.
And Big Uke gets a fresh movie assignment.
And, as always, 3 things that inevitably kick rocks.
So let's get to it. We're coming at you from the 4th floor
Whoop, whoop.
of Blunderworks Studios.
Yeah, we are.
Here in, where are we?
Sunny downtown!
Sunny downtown. Oh my goodness.
I love it. It's been sunny lately.
It's almost short pants weather.
Almost.
I am Tubesox.
Me, myself. I'm Big Uke.
Behind the camera, we've got Edgar Lassiter.
The chairman.
And watching from, I don't know if they're still at the abandoned dog track or where they're at, but
I'm starting to get worried that they're still at that Chuck E. Cheese and they're not allowed to leave. Like, we should probably
check in on them. Swing by the old mill
I haven't
road.
heard anything from them.
Anyways, Harold Winthrop and the Silver Ashtray Orchestra, that's whose beautiful tones you heard on the opening. And
They do great work.
You stick around to the end, you'll hear them on the way out. Different song, same band.
Love those guys. I mean, I don't, but I do.
I like what they've done. I just don't like to spend time with them. A lot like Edgar.
Like, he's very much like Edgar.
Yes. Anyways.
Except for he's in studio every
What
time.
What are we saying today, Uke?
We are talking about a lot of things.
Good week?
It has been a better week than last. I was a little under the weather for
yes, you were.
the season premiere here. I've kicked that to the curb. So
Good thing we're a union shop and you have those sick days, so you're able to
exactly
push it back a day.
Yeah, and I was fighting it, and then I realized that if I missed out on recording, Edgar was going to take my spot, and I didn't want to subject our fans,
they don't
our
need to see
audience to
Edgar.
that. So
they already have to listen to Edgar,
right?
They don't
and
need to see
that's
Edgar.
a little much. So just I was looking out for you guys. I toughed it out.
So last week was our big season 2 premiere. I think it went well. It's a good time.
I think all things considered, I had a good time.
Considering that we hadn't, really been at it for a couple weeks.
Right? It was a bit of a having that 2 weeks off was a bit of a, you lose a bit of the swing.
Well, your spunk.
Yeah, there we go. I think it's back.
It is back. Absolutely, it's back.
We're back.
Got anything done this week?
Do I?
Well,
Got 2 things.
Let me grab a beverage and let's listen.
First thing, and this is something that it comes with the territory, I guess, but mosquito bites just in general. I didn't think I had any because, May long wasn't too nice out. It was cool, so you wear pants, sitting by the fire or whatever. Didn't really notice many of the bugs. And then I think it was last weekend, just got absolutely chewed up. And my ankles are the itchiest thing on earth right now. I'm fighting the urge.
He's fighting. Like, you can see him fight, and he's showing off his ankles too. It's a hell of an ankle.
That's a hell of an ankle. Yeah, so mosquito bites just in general are so dumb. And I think the worst part is that they're not always itchy. It's just like at inopportune times when you don't need them to be itchy, you start
You
itching.
don't need them to be.
You just don't need them to be itchy.
When's that time though, when you're sitting around going, I could sure use some itching right now.
Well, you know what? That's fair.
This would be a great time for the ankle to.
Maybe I
itch up.
misspoke about the whole wanting them to be itchy part. But it's just dumb, and I hate it. And it's one of those things that I guess I'd rather be itchy from a mosquito bite than, frozen in -40 in the wintertime. Like, it comes with...
Or
it's nice
itchy from
outside.
numerous other.
Oh, there's plenty of other things that can make you itchy that are no bueno.
The clap,
That are amongst
for instance.
that top of the list, probably.
I don't think they call it that anymore, but they've renamed
I'd
it.
rather be itchy from mosquito bites.
They've rebranded that sometime in the last 30 years.
Rebranded. And then the second thing here, and this just occurred to me actually today while eating lunch. The hate that butterscotch pudding gets is dumb.
Butterscotch pudding, hey? That's a solid pudding.
I think people just think it's like an old person pudding because, grandmas always have like butterscotch candies in their purses. But it is...
3 cheers for Werther's.
I mean, I love me a Werther's, but...
Sure.
As I was eating, I'm like, damn.
I don't know if people dislike butterscotch pudding. I think that maybe...
Well, if they do, they shouldn't. Because, that was probably one of the best puddings I've had in my life.
Huh.
Maybe it's just a pudding in general thing. There should be more rah-rah against pudding.
Yeah, pudding doesn't really get the attention that it did, at least when I was a kid.
No.
Pudding was a big part of my childhood.
Yeah, no, not anymore.
Every day was kind of looking to get to the next pudding.
Right? I think we need
We're going
to
to Grandma's. Will there be pudding?
Will there be pudding? Because if there's not, I don't want to go.
Oh, Grandma's making pudding. That's
There's just a
amazing.
tin of cookies that's actually sewing needles.
Right.
And no pudding. What's the point? I love you, Grandma, but I've got needs here.
Well, I had no idea there was butterscotch
I mean,
pudding
and there
here.
may not be. I may have just made this up in my
It
head.
just doesn't get the
completely.
attention.
I just don't think it gets enough attention as being a world-class pudding.
It's pretty solid. I mean, it's a short list of puddings, really.
Yeah.
Chocolate, vanilla, butterscotch.
Well, pistachio.
Okay, yeah.
Because I would probably not have chocolate as its own. For me, personally, chocolate pudding is good when it's in another dessert. Like if it's like the filling in a
Give me a
sheet
chocolate
cake,
mousse over chocolate pudding.
100 times.
Such a fine line, though. But
100 times. Like vanilla pudding, like a good vanilla pudding cup, that'd change your life.
did you guys
Pistachio
know
pudding.
this was coming? We didn't have that in our intro about that
Yeah.
this would be
Well, we can't
such
tell
a-
them everything.
such a pudding-heavy opening.
It's like when we found out that the boys were doing their gig at Chuck E. Cheese, and we went on a tangent
Went into
about
Chuck E. Cheese lore.
Charles E. Cheese for
I'm hoping this isn't getting into pudding lore
hey,
because we might lose them.
or we might have found a
might
brand
pull 'em
new
in.
audience.
A whole new audience. Get that pudding crowd.
The pudding. Everyone loves a good pudding cup.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Okay, maybe we should move on to something we actually planned.
Well, let's get into the mailbag. We didn't have any mailbag last week, so
I wonder if anybody mentions pudding.
let's get into her. Let's do a couple letters now, and we'll do a couple letters later. Why don't you start her off there?
Oh, we can?
Large Ukrainian. Pick that up from Tommy.
Hey, shout out Tommy. Dear, what were we saying? I was deeply offended by Tubesox's recent criticism of Australian accents. You know, I knew this letter was going to be coming.
I kind of felt it. But I'm okay. I stand by my words.
As an Australian listener, thank you,
Shout out.
I found his comments unfair, uninformed, and frankly difficult to understand through whatever prairie ham radio accent he's bringing to the microphone every week.
Holy shit.
See, now this guy's just coming back at you, and I
Yeah.
kind of love it. A little tip for tat.
I feel that my
Prairie ham radio accent. That's
my
pretty
accent's
good.
perfectly fine.
Well,
It's the King's English.
I think he would say the same thing.
Okay.
Australians gave the world air conditioning, Wi-Fi, and approximately 73% of all successful crocodile-related television programming. The least we deserve is basic respect. Anything to say about that? I like Wi-Fi and air conditioning.
Yeah, no,
Our
that's
show wouldn't be a thing without it. And I do like that he acknowledges that 27% of the successful crocodile-related TV shows didn't come from Australia. He's not taking the whole market.
No, they're not taking it.
Last line here. Perhaps before criticizing Australian speech patterns, you should first determine which province is responsible for teaching you to pronounce words the way you do. Regards, Nigel, not Bruce Mackenzie, Perth, Australia.
That's interesting, as I
Thanks, not Bruce.
have in fact
It was a good throw.
spent time in 3 provinces.
Ooh.
So perhaps it's an amalgam.
I don't know why that word got me going.
My developmental years were in 2 separate ones, so the third one probably hasn't had much of an effect. Interesting.
Or it's had the most. Have to think about that.
I think, what's his name, Bruce?
No, not Bruce.
Well, I appreciate your words, and I'll...
I'm not going to lie, I forget his first name and I've thrown the card away.
it's still not going to sell me on that accent.
I love the Australian accent. No matter what this curmudgeon says.
All right, well, here's what I got. I've got Dear Big Uke and Tubesox.
Hey, that's us.
Hey, I was thrilled to see a new episode finally appear in my feed. For weeks, my Thursday evenings have lacked the familiar sound of 2 fellas just chatting away.
Well,
That's like in our song.
we are chatting away.
The clip shows were fine, I suppose.
Ouch.
They serve the same purpose as eating ketchup packets when the grocery store is closed. Technically sustenance, but not what anyone was hoping for.
Ow.
Why you gotta do that?
Oh. Okay.
What the hell? Season 2's first episode felt like a return to form. The chemistry is still there. The jokes are still questionable, and neither of you appears to have learned anything from your previous mistakes. Exactly what longtime listeners were hoping for.
You say mistakes, I say happy accidents.
Exactly.
The wise words
Welcome back.
of
Please
Bob
don't
Ross.
disappear again unless it's court ordered. Sincerely, Gary in Prince George,
Gary.
Northern British Columbia. Are they still allowed to call
North
it
of
that?
Tacoma.
Yeah, way north of Tacoma.
Way north of Tacoma.
Oh my.
Was it Gary, right?
It was Gary.
Thanks for listening. You don't got to be so mean. We do have feeling.
We do have feelings. All right, well, let's skip right along here. Keep this show rolling. We were so efficient last episode.
We were incredibly efficient.
Ended up finishing right at the right time.
It
Anyways,
was exactly what we wanted to do
so
because we're pros and we could run through things and drag things out if we need to.
we've been doing this thing for a very long time
You
now.
know, it's been like 18 weeks.
So sponsoring this next segment, return sponsor from last weekend,
Whoop whoop.
the Fjord and Fork.
Fjord and Fjord, yeah.
The premier Viking dining experience in the entire region.
The entire region, not just half the region, the
Everywhere.
whole dang thing.
Step through our heavy wooden doors and enjoy an evening of smoked meats, root vegetables, and searingly hot soups. Try our famous longboat platter, an aggressive table-length arrangement of charred meats, pickled fish, dense bread, and our house dipping sauce, served in a collectible Viking helmet.
I want to get them all. I've got 2 of them now, but there's like 17
I
to collect.
gotta head over there. I gotta get me
There's
some
a lot.
helmets. At the Fjord and Fork, every meal is prepared the Old Norse way, loudly, suspiciously, and with a complete disregard for modern seasoning.
I think that's the way to go. Where it
Kids eat free during pillage hour. The Fjord and Fork, come hungry, leave with a story. That's
and really, isn't that
fantastic.
the whole point of a dining experience? To have a
Exactly.
story? I've never left a restaurant without a story and not enjoyed it.
Oh boy, I got a lot of cards here that I'm trying to sort through. My goodness.
You got a lot of stuff going on.
So that's the sponsor for our upcoming
The
segment,
Fjord and Fork.
which is what's the segment called? You?
Say what now?
There we go.
I am excited.
This is the third installment of this.
What if you heeded my advice from the last time we played this game?
So, the first 2 times, in case you missed it, we focused on 1930s slang.
And I crushed the first one.
He did 4 for 6,
Got crushed the second one.
0.5 for 6.
Awesome.
This time, I'm taking it out of that era,
Oh, no.
and we're throwing it. We're going back.
We going back. We're going back even farther?
We're going back to Victorian era slang,
Oh, goodness.
and we did finalize the scoring system now. That
Did we?
well, we did discuss having a because there was that half point that was wasn't really
It was
official.
a charity point, so I didn't get a 0.
So we're
Let's be
doing the
real.
full point for a guess without a sentence, half point
For
if
the
you need the sentence,
Lovely.
and if you don't guess it after the sentence, it's no points.
I like that scoring system a little bit better.
Because before, I think if it came to the sentence, it's like, well, you didn't get it.
Yeah, even though you would give me the sentence and I would still kind of guess. It wasn't just like, this is the sentence, this is what it means, now it's over.
Yes. So, we're refining this on the go because we're a professional operation.
Absolutely.
So say what now? Victorian era slang.
That's not the name of the segment.
Oh, sorry, what's it called?
Say what
There
now?
it is. Okay, so I got 6 for you.
Victorian
Victorian era slang. The first
Oh,
word,
boy.
giggle mug.
giggle mug. Well, I have 2 immediate things. I would think one would be like, this is something that they put on a person who they don't want to talk anymore as like a punishment, or it's something that you would drink out of. Going off of like the giggle water thing. Is this a name for a type of person?
It's something about a person.
It's just that like, is it like a jester's face? It's his giggle mug on, like he's painted up like a clown face.
No, it's not that.
Ah, damn it!
Remember, this is Victorian era slang, so the sentences will be Victorian era sentences.
Oh boy,
Look at Harold's giggle mug after winning 2 shillings at cards.
is it just his expression?
Yeah, a smiling face. Someone who's grinning broadly.
Ah, so because I was too specific with gesture, just someone
It's just a
who's
smiling puss.
Damn it!
All right, number 2. Barking irons.
Barking irons probably has nothing to do with dogs. Or does it? Were dogs a thing in Victorian era?
They had dogs. You'd be surprised at how far back dogs go.
Barking irons.
When dogs came on the scene in the 1970s.
Is this like a jail cell door? I got nothing.
The highwayman flashed his barking irons and demanded the purse.
Oh, it's a pistol. Or like a
Pistols
gun.
are good. Yeah, firearms.
Ah.
So you're at 1 of 2 because you got 2.5.
Whoop whoop. If we stop now, that's 50%, baby.
Number 3, nose bag.
Nose bag. It's not just a big nose. Oh, gosh. Can I have a hint?
No, you can have a sentence when you're
Dang
ready.
it! I've got nothing. I've expelled my guesses.
All right, well, here comes a sentence. Let's stop for a nose bag before catching the train.
Drink? A sniff of the flowers? Meal?
A meal.
I don't even think I should get half on that one. That's too many
A
guesses.
meal or food. And
meal or food.
Funnily enough, there was a variant of nose bag, a person called a nosebagger. And it was described as a day tripper to the seaside who brings their own provisions and thus makes no useful contribution to the local economy.
So a picnic.
In a sentence, last season was a bad one. Oh, there were plenty of visitors, but they were nearly all nosebaggers.
Huh.
Going to the seaside resorts and bringing their own damn food, so why it doesn't help with all the shops at all?
I mean, fair. I don't know how those two are. Like, one is not an insult and one is.
Well, because it has to do with people bringing their own nose bag,
Oh, I guess.
bringing their own food.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I wouldn't have got that. The nose just completely sent me in the wrong direction.
I mean, I'm a little surprised you're not more up on your Victorian era slang.
I think I'm a little bit rusty on my Victorian here.
Number 4, mutton shunter.
Mutton shunter. Is this like a sheep shearer? Because I'm just thinking of mutton busting, which is riding sheep. And what is shunting? See, I think I should know what that word means. Is this like...
A mutton shunter, it's a
shunter.
person.
It's a person. Is it like a butcher? Does it have something to do with sheep? Is this a term for a farmer? Am I anywhere close?
Nope.
Oh my goodness. So is this like a city job?
Right, yes.
Is it like would it be like someone who like a seamstress? No. Well, I think just give me the sentence.
The
know
mutton
if it's gonna
shunter
help.
rounded the corner just as the thieves had fled.
It's cop.
Yes.
What? How the hell is that?
Yes.
It's just cop.
It's policemen because they would always be shunting people away on the train cars and whatnot and kind of keeping people moving. And,
Why?
I know.
Why do they gotta just add words that have nothing to do with the word?
And so, like, the mutton's in there because they were hurting people like you would sheep.
Oh, okay. So I guess that's where you're...
It was derived from, but not...
Derision is-
Again, it's funny because with the 1930s versions, every one of them, I'm like, oh, I want to use this. I don't want to use any of these.
I don't want to hear these words again.
don't want to hear these again.
The only time I want to hear these words again is in the clip show at the end of the season.
This one, this next one's pretty good. Number 5 is pretty good.
Oh boy. So I'm still at 1. I'm 1 for 5 now.
Yeah, donkey's breakfast.
Well, I guess I got that one with a sentence. I'm 1.5 for 5.
Yes,
A donkey's breakfast?
donkey's breakfast.
Oh, I've heard this term. See, now I feel stupid that I don't immediately know it.
And that's your right to feel that way.
Because this is like, I mean, unless the people I know use it incorrectly, which wouldn't shock me.
It's possible.
A donkey's breakfast. Does it actually have to do with food?
It has nothing to do with food.
Okay. So the people I know use it very differently.
I actually quite like
Is
this
it just
one.
like you feel like ass? Like you just feel bad?
Nope.
You're hungover.
This is probably the best phrase of the 6 as far as usability.
I mean, I've definitely heard. I've actually heard that one. A donkey's breakfast. But my brain's stuck on it being some sort of food.
Keep mouthing off and you'll earn yourself a donkey's breakfast.
See, I don't know if that helps. Is it like a punch or a kick? Like a fight?
A beating, a thrashing.
Like again, like
And what a
that-
terrible breakfast that is.
terrible breakfast. But like, that's a bad person if a donkey's breakfast is just waking up and then getting beat by the farmer.
Right? Yeah, so keep mouthing off. You'll earn yourself a donkey's breakfast.
So yeah, it's just a beating.
Giving someone a beating.
Now that I think of
So
it.
did you get a half on that?
Well, yeah, I got fight.
Sure, yeah.
Beating. Hitting.
So you're like 2 out of 5.
I'm 2, which is, I mean, at this point, I think this is what I can expect.
And here's where it all
This is where I go for either 50% or
comes down.
fail.
Number 6, butter upon bacon.
Butter upon bacon. Well, there's almost 0% chance I get this correctly. See, weirdly enough, my initial thought would be like you're bribing a police officer.
No.
Because it's the last one, can I get a little hint without the sentence?
Nope.
Come on.
Can't bend the rules. What are you, NHL officials?
Oh, hey-oh!
Hey-oh. Not a sports
Not a
show.
sports show, but that was pretty atrocious. The officiating in the sporting events.
Oh, my goodness.
It was bad. Like,
They earned themselves a donkey's breakfast.
oh, at least one. Like,
Oh, my goodness.
you work yourself into a corner not calling things, and then you miss these obvious ones, and then you can't call them because you're making up. Ugh, what a joke!
They don't miss them. They
Just
make
they see them and choose not to call
They
them.
make the decision to not call them.
God,
anyways,
suck.
What we're dealing with here is butter upon bacon.
Butter upon bacon. Is it like a naughty term?
No.
That's not as fun. I've got nothing. Like, I've literally got no guess other than what I said about.
All right. Well, here's the sentence. Hiring a brass band for a garden picnic seems like butter upon bacon, if you ask me.
Like, unnecessarily? Unnecessary.
Excessive luxury, overdoing things more than is
'cause
necessary.
Bacon's, you don't need to put butter on bacon. So that's the only one that actually just, like, makes
Doesn't make sense.
Honestly, that one, of all the ones to not, like, that's the one I would probably use. Because it makes sense.
It does make sense.
Like, you don't need to butter the bacon. You could change it
That's
around
too
a little
much?
bit. That's too much. You don't need to butter the bacon. You've already got the bacon. Why butter?
Hiring a brass band for the garden picnic seems like butter upon bacon, if you ask me.
Huh.
A little excessive.
It is. As butter would be on bacon.
It would definitely, actually, that does very much make way more sense than mutton shunter.
Mutton shunter. Like, that one just sounds like you're insulting someone's heritage. Like,
Wow.
butter upon bacon. That's just like, I could see the logic there.
Wow.
So, I don't pass.
All right. Well, that's fine.
But that's better than last time, I think, and the scoring system makes a little more sense.
I don't know where we'll go with the next one. I honestly...
I think we keep going back till we get to just, like, caveman grunts.
Oh, my goodness. I wouldn't mind staying... Maybe do one more trip into Victorian Era. I don't know. It's a little hoity.
It's something. It's a little toity, a little hoity.
Anyways, we got How Was the Movie?
I am excited to
I
hear.
was assigned a movie to watch last week.
You were. Captain Phillips, a 2011 film based upon the true story of the 2009 Piracy Act of the Maersk, Alabama.
I'd never even heard of this movie.
Really?
Yeah, never even...
Have you heard of Tom Hanks?
I'm familiar. I loved him in Bosom Buddies.
You would have. I'm sure you did.
It was good. Splash with Daryl Hannah.
Yeah, these are not the names of the movies I would. These are the names of the movies I would expect you to name
There we go.
from an actor. But I think you're probably the only person who the first two movies, after hearing someone's name, would be Bosom Buddies and Splash for Tom Hanks. You have to be the only person who's ever said those.
Didn't
two
he do that
movies.
movie with Henry Winkler where they ran that brothel?
That I can't answer.
No, that was Michael Keaton and Fonzie. They ran a brothel out of a morgue.
Yikes!
Anyways,
That's a premise.
what a time to be alive.
Anyways, we're not
Okay,
talking about this.
so this movie-
morgue brothel movie.
Okay.
Captain Phillips, your review. Did you like it?
You know what I did?
Yes.
It was a very good movie.
I thought so.
Again, this is a whole new thing. Me exploring this era of film that I didn't know existed.
This era of film in 2011.
2010 to 20s, right? I've got my notes here. What worked? The tension never lets up.
See, and that was
It was a very tense movie.
It was, and that was done by design by the director, who the actors playing the crew and the actors playing the pirates didn't meet until they started filming, so that there was that immediately awkward tension built in. They didn't have weeks of reading
Right.
scripts to become friends. They were like, no, I just meeting you as you have a gun in my face in my bridge.
It was very well done. I said the movie does a great job of making simple situations feel terrifying. Once the pirates appear, every decision feels consequential. There aren't many action scenes by modern blockbuster standards, but the suspense is relentless, which is fine for me. I mean, I put that in there because I'm not a big fan of modern blockbuster
Right?
action things.
And this wasn't a big shoot 'em up movie.
So it was
It was a
good
little bit
and
of
tense.
gunfire, but
It almost had more of a 70s feel to it, the way it flowed,
right.
which I liked. I appreciated.
You're welcome.
Nothing feels over Hollywoodized. The ships look like ships, working ships. The crews look like actual crews. And this was, I found this an interesting note I had to put in. The military personnel feel like professionals rather than action heroes that show on scene.
Right.
It just seemed like a very efficient.
Right.
There was no machismo, no chest thumping.
Yeah.
It was just do a
That-
job, boom,
yeah.
done the job.
And so when you said there that the ships looked like ships, the ship they used, it was a legitimate cargo ship. They used it for 7-8 weeks or whatever, and it was the sister ship of the Maersk, Alabama.
there you
So
go.
it had the exact same layout. And in one scene, actually, it's nighttime, and you can see a reflection. It actually has the wrong name on the back.
Oh.
Because it's a sister ship and they didn't
Aha.
catch it. But yeah, so it was a legitimate cargo ship, the same kind of layout. And
Well,
everything.
just everything it had a realism about it.
The only
and-
thing that was different was when the crew goes down to like behind the engine.
Yeah.
That was fabricated for the movie. They actually had like a reinforced safe room in that room that they all hid in. But that would be kind of lame.
I did, because I was a little suspicious. Well, not suspicious, but apprehensive of the pirate taking over the thing. I thought, it's going to be like Speed, but on a ship.
So Speed 2.
Right. But it wasn't. It was tense, stressful, and uncomfortable, which I found very entertaining.
Right.
It was good. It was well done. A couple notes I have here. Best line in the movie, "I'm the captain now."
Ad-libbed.
That was pretty fantastic.
That was ad-libbed, and that was one of my notes. That line, which is probably... that has become the most famous line from that movie.
That's the first time I've heard it, so I've heard it once.
Really?
That's the only time.
Oh, wow. That's something that, like...
Well, if I'd never seen the movie, how would I hear that line?
Well, I guess you would have heard the line not knowing it was from the movie, so fair. But yeah, ad-libbed.
The pirates certainly are not a handsome bunch. That was on my
Nope,
notes.
they very much are not. One of them's still alive, but I'll get to that later.
And I did note, well, I stopped counting after number of time Tom Hanks looked concerned, and I stopped after 4,651.
And that was just the first 12 minutes
Yeah, I
of the movie.
realized, this is a fool's errand, keeping track of this. It was a really good movie, and actually the pirates
Yep.
were, they were good. They
They fit the role very well.
They seemed sad and desperate and everything. Not
Which craziest part too is all of those pirates would have been between 16 and 20 years old. Because
they were terribly underfed.
Well, that's that region of the world for you.
I also did note that Somali pirates may have succeeded tactically, but they failed catastrophically in the costume department. Put those guys in tricone hats and maybe were a little more sympathetic to their plight.
Speaking of your
Like they don't understand the importance of pageantry that
No.
is a rich pirate tradition.
And it's funny you say that because this fact that I discovered whilst doing my own research on this film, that when they boarded the Maersk, Alabama, that was the first time in over 200 years that a ship sailing under the flag of the U.S. actually was boarded by pirates.
Oh, really?
And thinking 200 years ago, that's when pirates had pageantry.
Yes.
They would have been wearing eye patches and hats.
Well, as I've noted here also, I'm not condoning piracy, but I'm saying that a billowing shirt and eye patch and a cutlass would have done wonder for their PR.
I think it would have been helpful.
Because these guys just seem like, they're just sad and desperate and, just a puffy shirt with just like, oh, look at these swashbuckling lads.
Right?
They're doing the same thing, just not as stylishly.
Not AKs and ripped pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe...
I'm still amazed that those guys can get on one of those ships with
well,
just ramshackle,
like just a
Ladders.
shitty put together ladder, and that's
with
the
the hoses
craziest
coming
part.
down and stuff. But I guess there's no armed guards on the ship.
Nope, because there was a whole thing about the training and the legality of that stuff. Even though it's
they're just-
international waters and all that, it just gets sketchy if they're not like paid professionals.
They're just merchant marines.
But speaking of that, like them actually being able to board, you get past you get past the water cannon, and then you're fine because the cannons only go.
Yeah.
They only shoot so out.
Yeah.
Where more often than not, that cannon will capsize
Those little
one of those
skiffs
little
there.
skiffs. But this is one of those movies that if it's on TV, I'll watch it.
I don't know I've never come across it in my life.
Really, that's incredible.
When you told me the movie, I said, not only did I say I'd never seen it, but I'd never
Heard of it?
heard of it. I didn't know, just like Flight, I didn't know it was a movie that existed. I just tune out this whole world.
It's nope. There's a 2 at the start of that year.
I'm just
out.
living in a bubble here.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Obviously, looking into like the real story of it, there's some played up things.
Well, sure.
To make Captain Phillips seem like the hero in the grand scheme of things, where he was actually sued by 11 crew members after this whole ordeal
Oh, geez.
because they didn't just get boarded. They were told specifically to be at least 600 miles from the coast, where these little skiffs and these fishing boats that these pirates
Right.
will have in their possession cannot get out there to the actual open water.
So they were in too close?
So in order to try to save the company time and money, he was about 250 miles from shore when this would have occurred.
So he put himself in harm's way.
And they were the risk the risk of piracy in that region at the time was at an all-time high.
Is it still a thing now?
Well, the risk of piracy in certain areas of the world is definitely still a thing.
Because I didn't do any research on that, but I found it a very interesting tale.
Yeah, so it's definitely still a thing, but you don't really hear of stuff like this because I think a lot more boats too going in certain areas will have hired guns.
Not just weapons on board
water.
for the crew guys, because they're
Exactly. Like they'll have actually
a security team.
Ex-military security teams with
Makes
automatic
sense.
weapons and rocket launchers and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Another thing that when I was looking up this stuff, talking about how there was things that they changed a bit, but then also some of the realism stuff. The last part, like when he's in the escape boat.
The extremely claustrophobic
Yeah, big
lifeboat?
time. Yeah. So when he's in the lifeboat and like he dives off the platform at one time to try to swim away, that did happen. And
That seemed like a trip for biscuits.
right? Oh, big time.
Like literally like 400 meters away. How are you
Yeah.
swimming to that?
Yeah,
Anyways,
definitely a trip for biscuits there. If you don't know what that means, that was I think
go
from
back
the,
and watch past episodes.
the first Say What Now or the second Say What
I
Now?
think it was the first one.
Anyways, it's from a segment of Say What Now from previous episodes. But when the snipers take out the
Yes.
three pirates, that is how it happened.
Well, they're pretty efficient.
And
Because that whole thing was like,
well, once they actually
like
got
a
there,
split second and they were all dead.
yeah, and so they killed three of them, and the fourth one they had obviously captured him on the boat.
Right.
He is serving a life sentence. In
Well, I read that because
federal
that's at
prison.
the end. And I'm thinking, when I read that little bit, I thought, that's probably a better life than he was having in Somalia.
Probably because he got a GED in 2016,
There you go.
and he's in Maryland in a federal prison.
He's having a better life than living in the...
Well, he's also not dead like his buddies.
Right. He probably
that.
weighs more now than he did going in.
He's actually eats
actually
3 meals a day.
right? And actually, I found it interesting how the movie ended. This will be, I think, the last bit on this. Is that it didn't end with the rescue, you know, in a big Hollywood kind of flashbang.
Yeah.
It ended with the extreme trauma in the medical room. And that was powerful. I thought that was
I'm very glad you brought this up
that was well done.
because the woman giving him like asking the
Yeah.
questions and stuff, she was active. She may not have been active at the time, but she was military. Like that's an actual
Not an
trauma
actress.
medic.
Because she
that-
seemed really good.
Who they hadn't met. They hadn't told him the questions, so they again went in like the actors not meeting each other before the piracy happens.
No, that was very well done, and I thought that was a powerful way to end the movie.
Yeah.
Instead of the big heroic rescue and a big rah-rah and fireworks.
parade.
Yeah, exactly. It was
No,
just...
like it was just the actual trauma of what just happened,
Yeah.
all sinking in.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though you know you're safe.
When I first saw Toy Story, I never would have thought that Woody would have that kind of range.
I mean, fair. You're
It goes from there's a snake in my boot.
there's a snake in my boot to there's a AK in my mouth.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah,
Anyway,
great film.
Yeah, great film.
If you guys haven't watched it, give it a watch.
You know what I find interesting here, looking at this segment, is that again, apart from one,
Which was Meet the Parents.
yeah, you've done very well, and actually,
And honestly, the only one that I didn't like was, which one was that? There was one that was like,
Odds Against Tomorrow.
yeah, the bottom of the list.
But it's interesting because I was, had a little bit of trepidation because I don't like to watch things from the 21st century, or is it 20? I don't know. Anyways,
You don't like anything
I
that
lose
starts
track
with
of
a
the
2.
centuries.
That checks out.
But
You've been around this long.
you've done kudos to you for assigning me movies, contemporary movies that are actually really good and not just, haha, screw you, Tubesox, watch this piece of crap.
Right, like I got, and honestly, the first one
So-
with Pitch Perfect was kind of a haha screw you, but that was more of a joke for some of our friends as
And that
we were
was
talking
actually
about
entertaining.
it, and you didn't hate it.
It was
you know,
actually fun.
you might not watch Pitch Perfect 2, but you didn't hate the hour and a half that you had to watch that movie.
And on that note, I'm assigning this man a movie.
I'm excited to see what's next because the last one was that low budget,
Detour.
Detour, which I think
You did find
actually
entertaining.
turned out to be probably one of my favorite ones.
It's an interesting flick. Okay, we're going to 1968.
Okay, good.
So a lot of these, I've already got the list of the movies that you need to watch.
Well, you have a list of movies I need to watch if we do this show for the next 1,400 years.
We could just hone in on the 1930s, and that would sustain us for.
At least 3 to
Episodes.
4 years of seasons.
But okay, so 1968,
Okay.
Bullet.
Bullet.
Have you seen Bullet with Steve McQueen?
No, But has there
Do you
been
know of
current
it?
remakes of this? Like, was there a newer
There
remake
may have
at some
been.
point, maybe late
Sometime in
90s
the-
or early 2000s? The name just sounds familiar. The name Bullet, and maybe that's because of it's a Steve McQueen movie, and like I know.
Have you
that-
seen any Steve McQueen
I
movies?
think so.
Okay.
Like his name
I mean, he's a cool guy.
rings a bell.
And he, in the movie, he drives the iconic forest green Mustang.
He's a car guy. Like he's usually in like car movies or like he drives
Yes.
in movies.
So in Bullet, Steve McQueen, Robert Vaughn, and Jacqueline Bisset.
Is it color?
It is in colors, 1968.
Yes.
One of the best films of 1968, 98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Damn. I think Captain Phillips had 93%.
There you go. So here's your little synopsis. Frank Bullitt, San Francisco police lieutenant assigned to protect a mob informant who's to testify against organized crime, and he's gunned down under mysterious, suspicious circumstances. Bullitt begins to suspect the official story doesn't add up, so he looks into it.
Okay. I really do believe they made this movie again.
They may have.
Similar to The Taking of Pelham.
In the mid 2000s, they did come out with Ford did put out a new Bullitt edition Mustang that was in the forest green and
Okay.
was kind of a tribute to
To that.
the
to
Bullitt
movie.
And also, it's a stripped-down crime thriller built
They're stripping?
almost entirely around mood, restraint, and one extremely famous car chase. So this is known as maybe the best, the car chase of all car chases.
Okay.
And Steve McQueen did most of the driving in it himself.
Really?
As he was a race car driving enthusiast.
Shit. Okay.
So it's super cool, and it's one of those movies. I like the movies that there's not a lot going on dialogue-wise.
Yeah, it's just like stuff happening.
It's a cool...
Okay. I'm looking forward to this because I know I've heard that name before. Bullet.
It is on Prime. It may be a rental.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
But again, a handful of these movies I keep checking to see because they rotate through being available but not.
Sure, yeah.
And none of the ones. So I hate you with this one. It's
Well, if
fine.
it's on there, whatever. If it's the $4 to
Or sometimes it's the old MGM free trial for 7 days.
yeah, there we go.
Because that's what I had to do for Captain Phillips. It
Really?
was on Prime, but it said, MGM. It's like, 7-day trial.
Oh shit.
Okay, sure. So I signed up for the trial and then canceled it.
Weird.
But anyway, so yes, it is on Prime.
Okay.
Either rental or free trial.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a movie you should watch. And
Well,
because
I
Steve
will
McQueen's
watch it.
cool, and
Yeah,
the
but-
car chase is amazing.
Would I know this car chase once it starts out? Like, would I've seen
I don't
this
think
maybe
so, but
in-
again, it's one of those movies that influenced so much after it.
Right.
Just because it's just
It was a groundbreaking
yeah,
kind of film.
it's just gritty and cool and very good
Bullet.
movie. I will again watch it this week because I like to watch these again myself to freshen up.
Sure. I look forward to it. That's the nice part about our schedule for filming. It's a nice Sunday afternoon
Yes,
type of.
I watch your movie on Sunday.
It's a nice Sunday afternoon type of event, especially if it's a little, rainy or something.
All right, well, let's move over to the mailbag. We got one more letter each before we move on to the next bit. Okay, what do you got, Uke?
Gentlemen, that's
That's
all it says.
That's us. That's
I attempted to listen to your first clip show while driving
Oh.
to Calgary.
listening to the clip show. That's rough.
Yeah, like the clip show was great, but it was more of a visual.
They're fun to watch, but they were not edited with
Granted, I think the first
audio in
one,
mind.
having watched the clip show, I then listened to the clip show. I think I laughed just as hard. If you get it, if you know, you know,
Go
Anyways.
back and judge for yourselves.
Yeah, do it, please. Especially that second one. Get some views up on that. I attempted to listen to your first clip show while driving to Calgary. Unfortunately, I had never heard your podcast before. Tough to go into the clips. That's tough.
That's a tough assignment.
The second clip show made more sense, mostly because by then I had accepted that confusion was part of the experience, which I do believe to some level it is.
It is. It was intentional.
I eventually listened to the regular episodes and enjoyed them to a degree.
To a degree.
Just to a degree.
That's fine.
However, introducing new listeners with a compilation episode is a bold strategy. Respectfully bewildered, Dennis from Richmond.
Well, here's the thing, Dennis, is we didn't
Yeah, you didn't
do
have
that to you.
Oh.
We didn't say, here.
Here, you don't know who we are. Bang, clip show.
Yeah, no, you chose to dive in at that point. There's many other points you could have dove into, so...
And you still watched another one, and you wrote us. So
And you enjoyed it
say bold
to a
strategy.
degree.
I say
Looks like it worked. Looks like it was a bold strategy.
it worked.
All
So
right.
thanks, Dennis from Richmond. What are you doing in Calgary?
Yeah, it's all weird.
Weirdo. But thank you for...
Yes, thanks.
Thank you.
Stick around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch a real episode.
Last letter of this episode. Dear Big Uke and Tubesox.
Hey! That's us. Yeah. We're closer to friendship, folks.
That's
Just a little bit.
I often hear you mention that listeners might see you out and about around town, and I was wondering if you could be a little more specific.
Oot and a boot, sunny downtown. I don't know what you need more than that.
An approximate schedule would be helpful. Nothing too detailed, just things like Blunderworks, address, expected departure times, preferred routes, that sort of thing.
Is this that Kyle guy from early in season 1 who wanted us to go for a beer but didn't want to drink with us? He just wanted to watch us?
It's not Kyle. I realize that sounds strange written down. Yeah, it does. Absolutely
It's
does.
extremely strange.
What I actually mean is that I'd love an opportunity to meet my favorite podcast hosts in person.
Huh.
Totally normal fan stuff. Maybe shake hands, exchange pleasantries, quietly observe from an acceptable distance.
It is this guy, isn't it? I had his name wrong.
Anyway, keep up the great work. The show continues to improve, making my collection of photographs increasingly valuable.
I beg your pardon?
Your biggest fan, Trevor.
Trevor.
Brackets from nearby.
Trevor.
It was Trevor,
It
wasn't
was
it?
Trevor, not Kyle.
You son of a bitch.
Frickin' Trevor.
I don't know about this, Trevor.
You know, what did we say last time? You didn't want to make it weird, and then you immediately made it weird. And what was Trevor from nearby? I beg your pardon?
I'm not a fan.
Ugh, and
Sorry.
I gotta drive with my windows up, doors locked home again.
Damn it.
I don't like doing that. Ugh. Well, I mean, thanks for the letter, but like...
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, but let's leave it at tuning in.
Yeah, notice how we didn't respond to actually wanting to have a beer with you last time?
All right, well, let's
Freak.
get into the liner for our last big bang here of this
Yeah, we got a new
a new sponsor.
sponsor,
Love
and
it.
I'm very excited. The
Get on
traveling...
board. Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, no, just say,
Just
get
get
on
on board.
board.
Yeah.
Get on board. I mean,
You could
come
be the
on.
new sponsor.
And support our sponsors.
Do that. Get your matching cups, collectible cups from the,
From the Viking.
Fjord and Fork. The traveling taxidermist. Everyone needs
I like when they come to you.
It's just easier than taking it to them, you know? Whether it's a prized hunting trophy, an unfortunate chapter in local wildlife history, or a creature whose journey ended considerably sooner than expected, our fully equipped preservation wagon will come right to your driveway.
Ah, it's so nice. The neighbors love to see it too in your driveway. Ah, there's some driveway taxidermy going on.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? Might as well bring your animals over, 2-for-1 deal.
Right?
Choose from dozens of lifelike display options, including, but not limited to, the noble woodland stance. Alert and watchful. Mid-scream. And my personal favorite, startled by its own reflection. Because we've all
The
been,
same look.
We've all been there.
Absolutely.
For over 40 years, the traveling taxidermist has brought professional preservation directly to farms, acreages, campgrounds, and several locations we are no longer permitted to discuss. And there is a little asterisk here that they are not responsible for disputes regarding the animal's final facial expression.
Well, it's tough to make it look right. You're not going to please everyone.
Traveling taxidermist.
Yes.
Go sports.
All right. Well, that brings us into 3 things that can kick rocks.
Ah, my favorite segment.
As you know, she's gaining a lot of traction on the socials.
People were fired up about the last one, not gonna
Oh
lie.
my goodness, they were.
Well, I think the last one also leads into potential next outings of some things happening that are callbacks, and I'm very looking forward to that.
Okay.
It's living the dream.
Jesus. 3 things that can kick rocks this week. Camping.
What? Nope. I'm out. I gotta go. What do you mean?
I could do without it.
Whatever.
I don't love it.
There's something about a tent that, like, in the moment is great, and then you wake up the next day and you can't move because your back hurts. But
So, kick rocks and camping.
glamping's better, anyways.
Number 2, rear window car memorials. I don't need to see that.
Put it on your front window where I can't see it.
I don't need to look at that in traffic.
I think just like stickers on cars in general are kind of meh, unless it's a
Triple WS sticker.
Triple WS sticker available at our next outing.
Watch when you see the Triple WS Cruiser out and about in your neighborhood. We're
That
giving
one's
out
fine,
stickers.
but it's also not on the rear window, so it's on the side.
And the third thing, sushi.
You know, I think this is a very hot button. People either love it or hate it.
I'm in the hate category.
So why? Like, why do you hate sushi?
Well, I don't like fish, for one thing.
Well, that's...
So serving it raw doesn't really improve it.
And you're probably not a fan of just, rice and cucumber rolled up together.
Rice and cucumber are fine.
Well, that's sushi.
That's
Sushi
not,
doesn't have to have fish. You can get sushi without fish.
There's just better ways to eat.
What about, like, shrimp?
Better ways to eat. No one needs to eat shrimp.
Tempura shrimp? You're telling me there's a better way to eat shrimp than tempura shrimp?
That's not sushi.
That's part of the sushi family?
That's tempura shrimp. That's cooked. That's
part
battered and fried.
Part of the sushi family, as long as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned.
I stand by my words, as usual.
Put that on a bumper sticker, a yard sign. I stand by my words, # living the dream.
All right, well, let's wrap things up here.
I don't know what. We should start doing that segment first just to see what happens after the anger. Gosh.
Well, how do you think the show went?
Honestly, really good. I'm very excited. I can tell I'm feeling better because, we stretched this one out a little bit. Last episode I wanted to say as few words as I could and then leave. And this one was a little more joyful and cheery, I think.
There we go.
What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, no, good. Better than a little more flow than last week on account of...
We're back into the groove.
Back into the groove. You're feeling better. I'm feeling that off you, It's all good.
I agree. Edgar was respectful today.
So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Like it
up.
It's very important that we say that.
Because it's important that you
I
do it.
wish we didn't have to say that, but that's what you have to do in these things.
Well, you guys aren't doing it enough, so we got to keep reminding you.
And, of course, if you want to get, your letters read, you can drop us a line at biguke.tubesox at gmail.com.
Hit us up.
Hit us up. What are you listening to on the drive home today?
Well,
Now that you're feeling better.
similar to the last time, freaking weirdo Trevor, nothing. I'm going to be paying attention to my surroundings. No extra audio, because I'm scared. You've ruined my drive home twice now, Trevor. Back off. You?
I don't fear Trevor like you do.
I'm scared.
Last week, of course, because the sun was shining, I was listening to some fine 70s bubblegum music.
Bubblegum.
This week, I'm just going straight into Motorhead.
Motorhead!
Specifically, my playlist, Everything Louder Than Everything Else, which covers 1977
Great playlist
to
title.
2016. On my, put the link to my Spotify playlist in the description. So check it out. It's good times. Career
Motorhead.
spanning.
I like
Right up to the very end.
this guy.
Oh, my goodness. So tune in next week, please. Where can we find the show, Uke? Where can the good folks tune in if they're...
Well, YouTube for the premiere, the live. Spotify, video and audio. Apple Music. iHeart. Deezer.
Those are the two most popular ones that we've found.
Deezer and...
Still haven't gotten one.
No, not Deezer. Apple Music and Spotify.
Amazon. Basically,
Amazon.
wherever you can get your podcast.
Anywhere
you
you can find us. Also, Saturday afternoon at around 2:30 on the EST audio platforms. They run a replay of our show as we are a friend of EST. So you can get us there too. Their website has a link to our stuff as well. But yeah, make sure you're here next week. It's a lot of fun, I think, every time. So why not be
We're
part
having
of
fun.
it? You have to work harder to avoid us than not.
Exactly.
So you might as well just dive on in.
Fresh episode every Thursday at 6:30. And you can catch up anytime.
And there's some good ones to catch up on.
Absolutely.
It's perfect background noise when you're doing your stuff.
All right.
know?
Well,
Yeah.
I guess there's nothing else to say except play us out. Harold.
That's certainly ending.
Big Uke and Tubesox are chatting today on what are we saying? Hey, hey, hey! Those two hip cats found something to say. It was a groovy good time. Now they're